Hey, everybody, Stephen Moran and Douglas Yates, and we are live.
We're
What's going
alive.
on? What's going on in Newport, Doug?
It's going great here. Thank you everybody for being patient with us over the weekend. I know we're going to have a show on Saturday, but Steve was buckled down with getting some. He'll share with that with about you. He'll share with you about what he's been doing. Just after I give a technical update, pretty exciting stuff about getting some volume to the exchange. A week ago we turned on the exchange. And I, as we said when we told you we're doing that, this first little bit is going to be a little bit of bumpy roads. First time it's been used, the babies don't walk right when they come out of the womb. It takes just a little bit, and so
Yeah,
we appreciate everybody's feedback on that and continue. Please give us feedback both in the you could do support tickets, which you guys are opening, which is great, and or you could do it in the Discord, which is also great too. And I just uploaded to the question and answers channel inside Discord a video that explains it's not really intuitive how to buy wheels inside the exchange. It's a little
clunky.
clumsy. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good word for it. And
yeah.
so I put in an enhancement request to the team, the offshore team, and they're going to fix it to make it a lot easier, where there's only one choice and that's all you can do. But I did a video where how to right now, which links to and which tabs to hit and what each field means, because they're labeled very generically and very, like I said, non-intuitive at all. But we're fixing that. But in the meantime, it's going to take a few days to get that done. I did a video that shows you how you can go buy wheels right now, using either Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, or USDC. Obviously, you have to move those tokens into your wallet inside TOAX Exchange to be able to do that. And Ethereum, it will in any deposits with Ethereum was going to take a little bit longer because of we're upgrading our node. Since about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, Ethereum did the fork and upgraded their system, and so we had to do the same thing to ours, and we're in the process of that right now, and we're creating an Ethereum node, so we can update the Ethereum blockchain fairly really simple. We don't have to go through a third party. We'll be doing it through our own node, which is kind of helping the Ethereum community, and also helps OX Exchange do it very quickly and accurately, updating the Ethereum and not so expensive too, the Ethereum blockchain. So that's exciting. So that's happening as we speak. The buywheels.io website is still up right now until we get this user interface change done. And as soon as it's done and in there and it looks okay, we'll be turning off that website. So right now you can buy wheels from inside TOAX.exchange by using the instruction videos to show you how, or you can do it on buywheels.io. But that one's going away as soon as we get the change done into the exchange. The You won't see any activity on the NFT marketplace for a little bit. When I say a little bit, a week or so. And like I said last time, the NFTs that you purchased, the TOAX NFTs, you could view them by going to dapp.toax.exchange/NFT. And that's where you can view your NFTs. You won't be able to see them inside the NFT marketplace as of yet. We're still working on that interface to link those two together. One of the main reasons is the TOAX NFTs are on a 1155 blockchain standard, which just means that you can have tokens and NFTs in the same wallet. And the NFT marketplace is still on the 721, which is just NFTs only. So that is up and coming. If you do want to be an artist, an NFT artist, you have to be vetted by our vetting committee. And there's a you can go to the NFT marketplace and you can basically submit a request to do that. One more thing, we're going to be as soon as the exchange gets going and there's transactions happening on a regular basis, we're going to start sharing the gross revenue into your wallets. right now you have to have a wallet inside of TOAX.exchange to be able to accept that sharing, that revenue sharing. So if you haven't already, went to TOAX.exchange and hit the register button and register. It's real easy. You just put your name and password and contact emails and such, and then there's a KYC, which is called Know Your Customer process, where you upload three pictures. Picture of your front and back of the passport, and then you holding the passport, and then it gets submitted. It gets reviewed by our KYC team, and then it gets approved. Usually takes no longer than 48 hours, normally 24 hours, and then you're fully functional inside the exchange. And that's a legal requirement. It has nothing to do with TOAX or anything like that. It's just it's basically making us compliant with the laws that are ever changing out there. But that's one law that we know we're compliant with the KRC process. And it helps us all, protects us all. So please do that. You really need a wallet inside of TOAX Exchange to receive your share of the profit. It doesn't matter if you own one token, Wheels token, or if you own one NFT, or if you own a million Wheels tokens or a million NFTs. You got to at least have one wallet inside of, you can only create one wallet per email anyway, but one wallet inside TOAX Exchange to receive your sharing, which is that's going to be happening very, very, very soon. I think that's it. If I think of anything, I'll let you know. I'll throw it back to you, Steve.
Yeah, no, we got some cool stuff. We're actually looking at, we're going to be launching another token relatively soon. That we're talking to, and this kind of takes us outside the scope of the nonprofits and the foundations and charities and things like that. I want you guys to be open-minded to the thought of, any real true community is going to be able to plug into what we have and use this engine that we have, okay, to create revenue for themselves, okay. I was talking to Doug with it about it the other day, and let me kind of bridge this one. So the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu organization was brought to us by one of our, NFT people here, and so we're creating a BJJ token, and they've got some NFTs that they're getting ready to launch. I'm going to be having a call with them here later this week with Eric and Peter, and we might be launching that token here real soon. It looks like they've got a market that's really excited about that, so that'll be something that we're going to be putting out there. Doug and I were talking about different kinds of businesses and things like that for-profit businesses that might be able to utilize what we're using. So I want you guys to kind of think outside the box for this, because it's not just for nonprofits. It could be for profits also. Think about schools. Think about colleges especially. Colleges, people are proud of their alma mater, right? They went to that school. They support those things forever, right? A lot of times you're real big supporters for time and time and time again. Colleges have got college bookstores. They've got, all kinds of football games, basketball games, all kinds of commerce that's going on inside what they're doing, right? So these are the kind of companies, these are the kind of businesses and things like that can be plugged into our blockchain. They create their own currency, basically their own token for that university or something. Okay. And now they replace all of the credit card functions where they're collecting money and they're losing all of these fees. They have chargebacks, they have fraud, they have all these different kinds of things that have always, kind of costs that they just can never get away from. And by bringing things into the blockchain and kind of creating their own currency with this, they get rid of all of those fees. They get rid of all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like they can bring people into the campus and kind of bring them in, and this is their whole currency that you're going to use while you're here, show everybody how to use it. Things like that can spread through organizations. Now, the only kind of organizations that they can't really go through are companies that are already publicly traded companies, because those companies are already governed by the Securities and Exchange Commission. But you might have for-profit, nonprofit businesses out there that, because of the way they're able to go out and sell their tokens, by selling their tokens, that's the first thing they do is get to fill their coffers up, right? But by selling the tokens and just really getting people to start to use that currency within their community, that's what's going to drive the volume, and the volume is what runs this engine. okay, and keeps paying every day over and over and over and over and over again, right? And by concentrating from doing things like that, that's going to mean the token price, people are going to speculate on that. I mean, you're going to have all kinds of people that go, oh God, I want to get in on that. Yeah, we've been supporting the school for a long time. Oh, they want to build a new football field, or they want to build a new this or that, right? So they can go sell all the initial tokens they have and raise a whole bunch of money to do whatever it is they want to do, but then still have this engine that continues to feed back daily, based on the transaction volumes. So think about other companies out there that have big rewards programs. Anything along those lines are things that are perfect to plug into what we're doing here with the blockchain. We can plug somebody right into something like what we're doing, and they can eliminate, if they've got any kind of commerce going through their organization, they can just replace all that commerce with their own token, literally. And when they do that, they get rid of all of the chargebacks, all of the potential fraud that happens, and all those credit card fees. And just that alone, would change, really mean a lot to these schools. Schools are always hurting for money. Not all of them have big, giant endowments, so I'm just really excited. I was on the phone call today with a couple of different agencies that we're looking at to, help us move some of the marketing through here with what we're doing with this launch. And, they're all connected to people that are, got foundations and got charities. And, everybody's just so excited about what we're going to do. I think we're really going to be able to start bringing people on relatively quickly. The turnaround time from this, guys, once we get started and we start pushing people through, some are going to come through real fast, and some of it might take a little while, but we're going to start pushing things through real quickly. It's going to be really, really cool. Just real excited about all the different opportunities that we have there. It's in February, we're going to be talking out in Dubai to a room full of family offices, people that are family offices, and family offices to me are like one of the most valuable things we could ever be in front of, because, family office is it's like a hedge fund, right? It's like a hedge fund. But typically you have a money manager that manages a hedge fund, but they're managing other people's money. Family offices are guys that have created this, made their money on Wall Street. They've made their $1 billion plus. They've got all their money, and they have their own what they call a family office, because it's only for them and their friends and family. And they don't do anything outside that. And they're real philanthropic, and they really give a lot back. And they all typically have foundations and charities and things that they all support. So we are just in an amazing place. We're going to be in front of these people 3 or 4 times a year at these different kinds of conferences. Don't fall for any of this fraud that's getting posted in here, people pretending to be us. Okay. But yeah, there's just so many cool things going on with the kind of customers that we're going to be able to bring on, and how we're going to be able to turn this thing on, and just, encourage any kind of a community out there that's already using commerce, like charities. They're all doing golf tournaments, or they're do art fundraisers, all kinds of different things that they're doing to raise money. And they're doing things, and all of those things can just be literally just replaced with their own token. And they show them how to do all these things, and all of those things that they do now cost them money. Okay. And there's always some sort of loss there. I don't think that there's any business around that accepts credit cards that doesn't have some sort of loss from fraud and different things like that. So there's just so many different benefits for them to be able to do this. And some of them might end up ultimately choosing to become for-profit businesses, because they really make their economy work so well that they have so much money coming in that they can't figure out all what to do with it. But I think if that's a problem that they would have, that'd be, a pretty good one to have, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And just to highlight what's going on right now, the machine is on. It's the engine's idling. We need to hit the accelerator, which means volume. So we got the wheels tokens there. We're uploading the NFTs, our TOAX NFTs, the diamond and the platinum level in there, and so that's those purchases will start generating fees, and then the BJJ token, which will add another community to it, and then the first charity that was coming on, another community, and that's so the ball's rolling. The engine started. This is I'm very cautiously excited about it, because we're on the path that we've been working on to get on since December of last year.
And I'm telling you what, guys, the thing, and I hate to interject, the thing that we're doing here that's important that everybody really needs to understand is that, we're getting started before everything's absolutely perfect. Okay. And we could have waited around and just kept waiting and selling NFTs for a long time and got everything absolutely perfect. But it's like, look, we got this thing. Let's just, there's no book you get to go read about what we're doing. There's no game plan that's already been written about how to go do what we're doing. We're in no man's land, right? And so we've got to take some of those steps, and we take those steps, and you know, um, credit to Doug and them. It's tough. It's like throwing us in the fire, right? You got to go out there and we got to go. Okay, God, we're okay. Now we're doing it. What happens when this happens? Who knows? We won't know until we turn it on. If anybody's gonna be writing a book about this, it'll end up being Doug, because he's the one who's in the middle of all of it, and being thrown into very uncomfortable situations to get started, and not because he doesn't believe in what we're doing or doesn't believe in the technology. It's just anytime you're doing something that's new and different that you haven't ever done before, it's uncomfortable. Okay. I mean, we're all creatures of habit. We like to do things that we're comfortable in and that we know are going to be successful, and don't like doing things that could make us look bad and make us look like stupid and do different things, right? But when you're out, doing things, going and trying to change the world, you're going to stub your toe a few times, and you're going to trip and you're going to fall, and you got to get back up. And like Doug said, it's not like it's just the babies don't come out walking. You got to learn to crawl before you walk, then you walk before you run. And so we're on the path. We started this thing up, we built this thing, it's ready to go. And God, these spammers are pretty fast, aren't they?
Yeah, they're good.
They're horrible.
They are horrible.
Yeah. So, but I'm so proud to have Doug and the tech team that we've got back there that are busting their ass for us every day, working more hours than you can ever appreciate, and being in comfortable spots, because this is we're doing something nobody else has done. There's not a real book you can go write about this. If it is, like I said, Doug wanted to be the one writing about it. But it's not always comfortable being in an uncomfortable spot. And
yeah, and then just so you know what's going on, that Steve is focused on getting the marketing and getting the exposure and getting and bringing on new entities, nonprofits, associations, all that stuff. In fact, today I had a meeting with a company that's 7 years old that does that's basically like Wix or Shopify for just associations and nonprofits. And basically, we agreed upon handshake that they're going to put our widget. They want to offer our widget inside of their templates. And so every time a nonprofit uses their service to pop up the website, they can say, "Hey, you want to integrate with TOAX?" And they say yes, then their communities come on. It'll actually automatically be onboarded to us. So there's exciting stuff happening. And that's what we're focusing on. And obviously, if you guys have questions about what's going on, the best way is in the question and answer in the Discord. And like I said earlier, if there's issues you're seeing in the TOAX.exchange, the best thing is to open a ticket, because then we're traceable in there. There's one common occurrence that's happening is people want to change their passwords, or change their emails inside TOAX.exchange. The way that this first version is designed, the email is the key to the whole system. And so to change, we can't change it. You'll have to re-register under another email. And if you do that and you have tokens in the other email stuff, you just open a ticket, we'll transfer them over, all that good stuff. So you have to worry about that. We'll make that part easier for you. But that's just one little, just a little extra step that you're going to have to do if you want to change your email. Otherwise, keep the email as is and you're good to go. I think that just like Steve was saying, what we're doing is we're elegantly integrating existing technology the way nobody's done before, and that's both exciting and it, like I said, the road's a little rough, but the engine started. That's the key here. The engine started, and there's no other place. There's no other cryptocurrency, organization, company, opportunity, or NFT opportunity to where you're going to be able to share in any of the gross receipts that people. It's unheard of.
It doesn't happen anywhere.
No, it doesn't happen. I'll throw it back to you, Steve.
No, I think that it's just real exciting, all the different kinds of opportunities we have. Like Doug was talking about with this website company that might be able to think about using this as an add-on. Think about this, almost there'll be so many different affiliate opportunities where other people are offering different kind of things to these organizations, where they're going to be able to want to plug in and try and create their own kind of token. Which reminds me, we some of the people we met with back in Dubai that I don't think we ever talked before is a guy who's really connected to the NFLPA, which is the NFL Players Association, and he is connected to a lot of athletes out there, and wants us to talk about putting together some NFT programs and doing some things for the athletes. And I played a lot of golf with a lot of professional athletes, and most every single one that I played with has got their own charity or their own foundation and their own cause and thing that they go after. And these again, and pretty much every single one of them has got a pretty good size ego, right? And would not love the idea of having been more memorialized in their own token, their own form of currency. So these are going to be kind of opportunities that that kind of a community, almost any kind of real true community that you have out there, there's an opportunity to take this and tokenize that community. And if you don't think outside the box and don't look at different possibilities, you're never going to understand what those options might be. But the cool thing is too, is that you guys that bring different opportunities to us, you're part of that deal. Okay. And when I say that, I mean, we get 10% of the tokens, the initial token supply. When we create that, we take 20% of those tokens and we're going to drop them to Wheels token holders based proportionally on how many Wheels tokens that they own. And then the other 80%, I mean, you're pretty much a partner for bringing that to the table. Okay. And some of those, that's going to be pretty nice to have, like quite a lottery ticket in your pocket. Okay. I mean, those are some pretty serious lottery tickets. And, they're not all going to cash, guys. Not every one of these is going to hit a home run. Some will, some won't. So what next? I mean, it's just all numbers. We put the system together right. The more we do this, the better we're going to get at it. The bigger organizations we're going to get. The more we'll be able to align ourselves with other people that bring other value added services in the metaverse space, right? We're going to pretty soon, we're kind of taking over the whole positioning of trying to help educate these people into these new markets. So we've got our own way to be able to go in and do it. It's really going to be pretty interesting as to how it all happens. And, I mean, it's changed so much between now and last October or November. It just continues to morph and get better. And we get, better people, more people on our team. And we're just in a real good place. And, things are starting to move, guys. So it's going to be fun. We do still have the sales contest going. We haven't really talked about it too much. We'll talk about it maybe a little bit next week, but I'm putting together some marketing materials that are going to make it really easy to sell these NFTs. And when I do, then you guys will be able to use some of those to put some people into some of the sales funnels that we're building. So we can get rid of those other 6,000 plus NFTs of the regular NFTs that we've got, because we will be doing that. So that's about all I've got here for this Monday afternoon. You got anything else, Doug?
Yeah, it's one thing. I just want to thank Rich. Yeah, I uploaded the video in the bug section of the Discord, not the question and answers. So that go there to see the instruction video. That's it. So I appreciate everybody taking their time out today. Keep spreading the word, and keep letting us know if you see something in TOAX.exchange. And I'll let you guys. I'll give you a heads up when the user interface will be changed. They're on in India. They're on holiday today, so they'll come back tomorrow. It'll take a couple of days to get it done, and then probably the latter part of the week, at the latest, first part of next week. All right, that's it for me.
All right, sounds good, guys. We'll see you probably end of the week.